Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. So, today, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't got a plan for this video. I am training later, but I decided I'm doing nothing. Why not? The lighting there shining through the window is not great. So yeah, I thought I'm not doing anything. Might as well just record my day. Well, the remainder of the day. It's like 6 p.m. now, but yeah, so far this morning, boxed off the majority of today's check-ins. Words are hard. I'm about to eat my pre-workout meal. I'm not sure if I can even flip this. No, I can't. But I will eventually record it. It is just rice, smoked basil, cucumber, dark chocolate. And then, yeah, I'm off to train pull. This is going to be my first session post-deload because I was obviously away on holiday, and the week before that I was ill, so I didn't train. And I'll probably touch on a little bit like what I did to obviously get back into training. But yeah, that's I guess the intro for this video. Right guys, so we've got our final warm up here, being 200 kilos. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do for my top set because typically in this pull session it's my heaviest loading RDL day. But obviously, as I previously mentioned, I went obviously on holiday for a week and I was ill the week prior, so it's basically been, we can call it 3 weeks since I last did, well, 4 weeks because I did more of a pull session before actually this one, so it's been 4 weeks almost since I last touched my heaviest load, which is 5 plates a side. So will I do 5 plates in a session? I don't know. We'll see how this moves. I'll obviously review the footage and then from there we'll go, and we may do 4 plates and a 50 in a side, or we may go 5 plates a side, but we will obviously see. That was heavy. Probably shouldn't have done 5 plates, but sometimes you bring the ego in with you. You know, sometimes you need to ego lift. No, but in all seriousness, rationale behind taking 5 plates was just to kind of like systemically expose myself to that load again, because I know in a couple sessions time I'll come back, I'll take that load again and it'll move a lot better. And like looking back at like the footage, reviewing the footage, definitely wasn't happiest with my execution, but it is what it is. We'll do a much more prettier set with 4 plates aside now, then we'll move on obviously to the next exercise. Next up, we've got assisted pull-ups. This is going to be my first lat movement of the session. Obviously, it's not solely targeting the lats, but that's basically what it's here for. Obviously, as well. So with the second set of the RDL, I could feel my lat pulling a bit more than I would like to. So that's why I ended that set a little bit earlier, because I don't really fancy tearing my lat or my teres on my first session back to normal training, and especially with competing next year, it'd be far unadvantageous, let's say, to injure myself going into next year. But yeah, anyways. Yes guys, so that's a wrap on the session. I'm currently finishing off the remainder of my steps. I've actually got a hoodie on, which if you obviously live in the UK you would know the weather, not even the UK, in Europe in general, because I think it was a European heat wave. Yeah, the weather was swelteringly hot. And now it's a bit cooler, and you can probably hear wind, which, to be honest, I should be wearing a mic, because I might not even use this clip, because the audio might just be wind go. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish up obviously my steps, and I'll probably end this video here. Oh, that's a big gust of wind, because to be honest, I've not overly got much to talk about, which is why, like, the training clips I barely spoke, because one, I didn't really feel like going through the whole session, breaking on the whole session, because with it being my first session back to like normal intensity training after obviously some time off and spending, well, the last week doing deload sessions. I kind of just wanted to enjoy the session and just enjoy training, have some fun with training. So yeah, I didn't overly speak too much, but oh well, is what it is. Sometimes it's better to put out content for the sake of content, because I know if I don't do that, this channel will be forgotten about until next year, until I prep, or maybe until like there's a significant change in like my off season, which would be starting my pre-prep diet, which is due to begin, I think, August. So that'll be exciting. I'll obviously document quite a lot of that, because I do find like coming down in body weight, I do look obviously a lot better than I do on the way up, and it's more interesting because like sessions are more of a battle, because you know you're fighting to still progress, you're towards the end of the diet fighting to retain, and it's pretty cool when you actually look like you train, when you take your shirt off, whereas at the minute I do look a bit like a cloud, but I digress anyway. But yeah, hope everyone's had a fantastic week and a good day, and yeah, that's it. Actually, one final thing I want to talk about is obviously the World Cup is on, so if any of you guys are watching the World Cup, the reason why I want to speak about this is I just walked into a shop to pick up a bottle of water, and they had the game on. I think it's the first knockout game, South Africa and Canada, and Canada obviously just won in the dying minutes of the game, so I'm sure any Canadian watchers here would be quite happy, which in itself is quite mad, the fact that someone in Canada even follows me, which is a fun fact about my Instagram account. I've got more followers in the United States and I think Mexico or Brazil, maybe one of the two. And this wind is mental. But yeah, I've got more followers from like America than actually do in Europe, which obviously being a British guy, a British citizen, is kind of mental. But yeah, anyways, let me know who you guys think is going to win the World Cup. From watching the group stages so far, I'd say the team I've been most impressed with has to be France. Their forward line is just, it's too much. Yeah, crazy attack. I do think like at the back they are a little bit lackluster, but I think they've been to the last two, they've been to the last two finals, because obviously they lost to Argentina in the last World Cup final and they won the one before, so they are obviously in their like peak generation out of like all the national teams, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go on to win it, especially with obviously how their forward line has been playing so far. But yeah, anyways, I'm actually gonna close the video here now and get like my last, I think it's my last 2,000 steps, so about 15 minutes left of walking before I can go home. But yeah, anyways, peace.